Benchmarks members. This is a special update in which we are asking for your help. We don't do this very often. We do not take this lightly. We know that you're incredibly busy, but we really need you to call and or email your House and Senate representatives and ask them to support a mini Health and Human Services budget that is going to be offered up, we hope on Wednesday, by Representative Josh Dobson. This bill takes out the very egregious components that were in the HHS budget that included things like various administrative reductions to Health and Human Services that essentially would have just shut them down. It also required the Department of Health and Human Services to move to Granville County. They took that out. There were amendments to how the department was able to manage the single stream funding cut. There's a number of things that are in this that are addressing issues raised by the department, but a lot of the good stuff is in there. And one of the things that I would note is that without this budget, Medicaid transformation, which is the managed care for physical health, grinds to a halt, and we don't know when that would start up, which will disrupt quite a few things. But there's also a number of really great things. I'm just going to highlight a couple. 1,000 new innovation waiver slots. There's funding for an increase in foster care and adoption reimbursement rates. There's funding for Ryland's Law for staff to do the regional oversights. There is bridge funding for group homes. There's substance use disorder funding. There's for adults and kids. There's special assistance services, personal needs increase in the allowance that individuals get. There's a group home wage increase for direct practice. There's a whole bunch of these, but we've included a list of some of the highlights on our attached to this video. Also attached to this video is a link where you can enter your address and you can look up who your House and Senate representatives are. If you're in multiple places, I strongly encourage you to put multiple addresses in so you can contact your legislators. Now, here's the thing. We need you to definitely contact Democrats in the House, but we're also going to need you to contact Republicans and Democratic senators and encourage them all to please vote in support of this bill when it comes forward. The hope is that if it can be passed on Wednesday, and it will take several days to pass it, we could potentially have a Health and Human Services budget by next week. Now, one of the pushbacks you may hear about this passing is that it does not include Medicaid expansion. But here's the deal. On the House side, there is a group of legislators, including Representative Dobson, who've tried very hard to move a bill that would allow for expansion. It actually passed out of committee and was supposed to go to the floor for a vote, but it never happened. They've never been able to get politically through some hurdles to actually get it heard on the floor of the House. Now, the Senate's already said, even if the House passes an expansion bill, they are not going to take it up. And so where we're at now is a lot of the holdup on getting the budget passed and getting past this veto impasse that we're at is that the governor wants to see included in the budget Medicaid expansion, and that just does not look realistic at all this session. We are now entering we're close to 6 months past when this budget was supposed to have passed. There are so many good things that we could benefit. Our clients could benefit from this funding, and so we really think this is the best opportunity in this session to be able to address the needs of the clients we serve and also to support the agencies providing those services. And we do not really believe that Medicaid expansion at this point is an option. So we ask for you to please contact your legislators. For those of you who have individual items in the budget, make sure to mention those as well. And look at the items we've included. Make sure that you mention when you do an email or leave a voicemail or talk to someone, any of these items that are impacting you specifically, talk about those. Tell them what this means to you. We're not sending out talking points, and the reason why is when we do that, a lot of folks just cut and paste it in an email. When legislators get mass quantities of those types of emails, they don't even read them. They only read those that are specific. So what we've done instead is just listed the items that you can look through and say, yeah, that's one that really impacts me. I really want to see that passed. So again, please, 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 Tuesday, today, this evening, afternoon and evening, and Wednesday morning, please reach out to your legislators and let them know that we really want to see this mini budget pass. Thanks so much and have a great day.